Chapter 2. Why minimize in your business? For God is not a God of confusion, but of peace. 1 Corinthians 14:33. Minimalism is a movement that isn't particularly new, but is quickly gaining popularity. After the release of Minimalism, a documentary about the important things by Joshua Fields Milburn and Ryan Nicodemus, it is tough to find someone who hasn't at least heard of this way of living. I became a minimalist before I started my own business, after the birth of my first child in 2016. Although most women are supposed to go through a nesting phase, I don't think I cleaned anything until after we brought her home from the hospital. In those early, sleep-deprived days, I found minimalism. Suddenly, everything in our house was on trial to see if it deserved to stay or not. As a bookkeeper, I am fascinated by numbers, money, and results. I cannot stress enough how becoming a minimalist not only made my life easier, but saved me tons of money. Aren't all business owners looking to de-stress and save money? I thought so. Opposition. Whether you adopt some or all of the methods I've outlined in this book, you will face opposition. While minimalism is gaining popularity, it is still extremely countercultural. Most Americans participate in what I would consider the opposite of minimalism, consumerism. Therefore, any of your friends who are consumerist are going to think you've lost your mind when you start changing your ways. In these times, it's important to know why you are choosing this path. Always keep that reason close to you so you stay the course. During my personal journey with minimalism, my husband and I decided to downsize our living situation. This means that our children are sharing a room, gasp, and we don't have as much room to store things. Luckily, being a minimalist means that we don't have a lot of things to store. It also means that we have a lower mortgage payment and electricity bills, so when people comment on how we're going to need to move soon, I can just smile and say, maybe, maybe not. At the heart of the matter, minimalism means saying no, and this can hurt the people around you. When your plate is full and someone comes to you with another task that needs your attention, you're going to have to make the decision to either say no or push something else off your plate. It's the only way to get the balance you desire. Prepare to face opposition as you say no to something that you've said yes to previously. Business owners can't be everything for everybody, and they certainly can't do that all the time. That is what causes people to burn out, because the beautiful dream they had of owning their own business has turned into a nightmare that has bled over into every other area of their lives. If this sounds like your experience, I hope you will implement the tactics I'm about to share to turn your business into one you're excited to run again. If this doesn't sound like your experience, let's work together to make sure it never is. Time, your most precious resource. The main reason every business owner should adopt the principles of minimalism is to free up more time in their life. Nothing has a more direct impact on the amount of money that you can make in your business quite like the utilization of your time. This means that being busy is not equal to making more money. You have to be busy doing the right task in order to see a return on your actions. Within these pages are tips and tricks to free up more time in your life and business so you don't feel as smothered by all the demands you must meet every day. This book will also teach you time management skills so you can simplify the task on your to-do list and spend your time on the activities that give you the results you're looking for. Whatever you do, don't implement the time-freeing activities just to fill that time with more junk. You need to be intentional with every action you take each day. This doesn't mean that you should never take off time to have fun, but when you do have fun, it's on purpose. For example, I watch the sugar content in the foods I eat on a regular basis so that I don't mindlessly eat sugar all the time. However, you better believe that if someone is serving chocolate cake, I'm going to have 2 pieces. I save my sugar and make it count. Intentionally work, intentionally play, and intentionally live. This is what it means to take control of your life. And when you feel in control, the stress starts to melt away. Logistics. Each chapter has headings and subheadings that describe how minimizing in a certain area can help your business. If you wish to skip ahead to a certain principle, feel free to do so. Also, don't feel like you need to implement every one of these methods immediately. There may be some that you don't want to use at all. That's completely fine. Everyone's minimalism journey looks different. For some people, being a minimalist means that they don't have a television. I will probably always have a television. However, I have minimized it by only having a streaming service instead of satellite or cable. For some people, they may only minimize their cable package. You get the picture. Use these tactics in ways that are going to benefit your personal situation the best. I also realize that each of you are in different phases of your business. Some of you are looking for free ways to minimize, and others are looking to minimize by outsourcing. I will give free tips and software suggestions when appropriate, and recommended outsource information when available. Many things have to be done in your business, and you're either going to pay for them with your time or with your money. You can decide which is best for you. Ready to get started? Let's go.